Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here. How you doing? Well, we've had a bumper week this week. Monday to Wednesday we had some really nice maps. All seal of approval winners. Then Thursday and Friday were two very good maps. Just missing out on the seal of approval. Today's map isn't going to have you jumping up and down with excitement. However, sometimes the not so good maps make the better episodes because they're more entertaining to watch. Let's hope that's the case today. Alright, sorry, but the thumbnail, it grabbed me, alright? There's your thumbnail. It's Mother Russia with Europe connection plus Alaska by Z. Right, now let's check out the start square. There it is. Pretty much everything you need. Happy with that. And then let's see those resources. There they are. Lots of resources. So, you know, bit of gameplay potential maybe. Right, okay. Let's step over to the workshop where you'll see there are no required items. I'm using the realistic V to 1.2 LUT for today's show. Other countries include Scandinavia, Baltics, both obviously countries, not to scale Germany and Poland, Svalbard, Alaska, USA, as opposed to any other Alaska. It was made late at night in a short period, so it may not be perfect. Well, thanks for the information. It's great. At least we know what to expect from the description. A not perfect, very rapidly, but jinky janky, very rapidly produced map, probably done in an hour or so. And I've got to be honest with you, it'll show. Now, look, it's very flat. Of course, there are no mountains in Russia. I know what you're all thinking. You're all thinking. Okay, there's my pun. Right? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. There are obviously mountains in Russia, but not in this Russia. Clearly. There's now this intersection. It looks like the generic wishbone, but it's not. Those slopes are much better there. Look, much nicer slope on that side as well. So good choice of intersection. Here's a little bit on the steep side though, if I'm honest with you. So that ramp isn't so good. This down ramp is lovely. So actually, as intersections go, that was a very good choice, avoiding the vanilla one and going with that one. And we'll take the right angled turn there. That's sharp as heck, that. We're going slightly elevated here, and not particularly straight and not level, even though the land is exactly level all the way across. And then jinky janky and a bit glitchy there as well. We've got another elevated highway here. Doesn't really need to be. A little bit of work, a little bit more glitchy there as well. Don't know what this is about. Ouch. But then we've got another elevated highway. Couldn't we just extend the land out a little bit? But look, the road's going this way, but then we've got back-to-back highways there. So there's where we have no traffic running down this highway because you can't get through. I'm not quite sure where it switches the wrong way. That's clearly the right way. And then possibly that last section there is going the wrong way. Once again, it's a one-click fix, but yeah. You're with me on this one, aren't you? Elevated highway. Now, the world's most needless suspension bridge. Simple bridge would have been better there, do you not think? I mean, that's just ridiculous. A little bit of water glitching, but ignore that. That is not the map maker's fault. Right, so now the roads drift about 1,000,000 miles apart. Across the level crossing, we'll come and have a look at the rail a bit later on, shall we? And then we've got, yeah, we'll look at that later. And then we've got this same intersection again. Like I say, good choice of intersection. All the slopes are fairly smooth apart from one, which is not bad. And then if we head this way, once again we're going jinky janky here. Why, I'm not sure. And then we've got, now this intersection's very nice. We've already discovered this is BonBonB proof. It's been used several times. If we head off towards the fog, you'll find another one just like it. BonBonB proof. No problem at all. You want to drop that down, I will find no faults with it at all. And it does look very nice too. We'll bear to the right here. And now, well, we're in Denmark now, by the way. Okay, this is Denmark. The whole country, right? Yeah, you're not going to get much more than 2 or 3 houses in Copenhagen there. And then now this is the that new bridge and sort of system that joins Denmark from across the waters, across the islands to Sweden. So we're now in Sweden. And now also this is Sweden and Norway, by the way. Now, of course, Sweden and Norway, neither of these two countries have any mountains either. None at all. Not one. It's very accurate and built to scale. Okay? Look at that. Jinky janky there as well. No mountains, and I'm moaning about a jinky janky highway. What is my life coming to? So anyway, yes. At least there's lots of nice forests. I suppose that's something to be said. Anyway, we're now joining back up with the Baltic area and through to this intersection, which is very, very nice. It's probably about the size of Latvia in game scale. Oh, it's a lovely, nice intersection, but the roads are a little bit low and they need adjusting and elevating to prevent all these street lamps glitching through all over the place. But like I say, it's a nice intersection, but in terms of scale of the map, which is obviously the whole of Russia, which is a blimmin' big country, I tell you. Yeah. Well, what can I say? It's not to... When the Steam Workshop says Poland and Germany not to scale, I mean, the whole freaking map is not to scale. I mean, what are these canals? They're massive. Absolute massive. Anyways, let's go and have a look at the rail. Now, to be fair, the rail should be quite good because there's no hills. There's not much can go wrong with the rail here because it's just nice and smooth. There's no hills as long as we've got... oh, I forgot about this level crossing. Why is that not straight? Why have we jinked across to the left and back again? I don't know. Anyway, not much can go wrong with the rail. I'm sure there would be nothing wrong beyond this point with the rail. So we can sit back and relax for a moment. Oh, we've got some more level crossings here. Why level crossings? I don't know. Did you not discover bridges? Invent bridges, maybe? Perhaps, now, we've got a connection here. This goes out to the fog, all the way back that way. That's where we started the show over there. But there's no way of turning directly from one line to the other, unless you're coming up this way and back again. Right, across 2 more level crossings. And now we've got some nice sidings. See these? Nice sidings. Not to scale, clearly. But also no way of getting to them from where we've just come without going up and then reversing back in again. I mean, what is all that about? And also, look here. Is this connected or not? I can't be sure without going into move it. And if we just click on move it, that there, yeah, that is connected there. Look, see? Let's see if we can just get the lines to connect with just a little bit of shifting things about. Come on. Let's just join you up. Come on. There it is. There. Right. So we've got lines connected there. And then down here, so we can do the same thing. Oh, come on. There it is. Lovely. So not difficult to fix. That was real time, and yeah, not. I mean, once again, could be tidied up more, like a lot more. But I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'll probably spend more time fixing it already than Zed spent building the map in the first place. Yeah, okay, that bridge, perfect bridge. Maybe. Yeah, still going through the perfectly flat landscape. One thing I haven't pointed out in today's episode, but trust me, there are. We've got some glitching under there. You can see the mantle there, lovely. There are lots of drowned trees in the bottom of these muddy, very steep rail here. Very, far too steep there. Too steep. Deary dear. Nothing can go wrong with the rail, by the way, guys. Yes, there's plenty of drowned trees in the bottom of these muddy pools. I'm not going to show you. I just, no. No. Will to live, slowly going out of the window. Anyway, let's do some assets, shall we? When I say some assets, I mean one asset. And today's asset, it's the quirky asset of the week. And we've gone snowy in Assetville. Look at this. Snow. We're using the LUT for snowfall LUT. And obviously the winter settings. Now if we just head off this way, somewhere out here in the middle of nowhere, pretty much as it is. It actually does appear on today's map as well, strangely enough. I didn't plan this, it just happened. Down here somewhere. Where are you? Where are... I see something now. There it is. There it is. It's the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, Norway, by Endocycle. Now, it is slightly floating, and I couldn't fix that for the purpose of today's show, but I'm sure it is fixable. You can see there by the shadow that it's like floating a little bit. I'm sure that's very fixable. I just didn't have time to faff about and get it to, you know, lay level with the lands, but it's got to be doable. It's got to be. So that's Svalbard Global Seed Vaults, Norway by Endocycle. There are some other assets that will work with that, some buildings that will make your Svalbard city build look just like Svalbard. Not that anybody really wants to go there. It's a little bit chilly in Svalbard, by the way. Yeah. And finally, we will go and have one last look at the Springpine Rapid Cinematic by Ecania with Vivid LUT. This is the theme. Last look at today's theme before we have a look at a new theme with new LUT next week. Shall we do factoid? Shall we? Shoulder pads. They were considered shocking and vain in the 15th century. However, nobody really seemed to mind the outrageous codpieces that were all in the rage at the time. Yes, shocking. Victorian ladies paying calls on each other were instructed to stay 15 minutes and not a moment more, or less. Which was difficult when you consider that Victorian ladies were forbidden to look at a clock or a watch. And that's typical man logic. And that's coming from a guy. Aha. Right, well, that's your theme and LUT for today. And let's go back to Mother Russia with Europe Connection plus Alaska. Catchy name. By Zed. Easy to remember name. We've got shipping routes. We've got a couple over here. They go in there. And then there's this, I think, is the Mediterranean. I think. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Water flow. Now, this, you think there's going to be a disaster waiting to happen, don't you? But you'd be wrong. You would be so wrong. Everywhere you go, pretty much, there is water movement. And you go, yeah, over here. Oh, very strong over here in the English Channel, yeah. But what about those canals, those super wide canals? Are they flowing? And the answer to that is, actually, yes, they are. I've not tracked them to see which directions they're going, but you can actually use them, which is actually surprising. Anyway, today's map, as you can see, that's Russia. Okay, that is all of Russia, plus a bit more. And yeah, with the canals are very Dutch, of course. Europe seems to be flooded, and we've got Scandinavia. Yeah, Scandinavia's all there. Svalbard at the top, up there. There you go, Svalbard, and the other islands are up there as well. Hellhole that it is up there. And over here, oh yeah, Asia, sorry, India, you appear to be flooded. Not just India, but every other place other than, including Mount Everest, that's gone as well. It's so deep, that water, we've lost all of that. I'm not sure what this connection is. Is that North Africa? Maybe, possibly. And then over here, yeah, the Bering Straits over here, quite a narrow passage. That's quite wide. And then over here into Alaska, which seems very, very green. And then NA, so it's not applicable, or North America. Perhaps both. And why is there not a dot after the A? I don't know. Oh, I tell you what, today's map, you can tell it's not had many hours spent on it. We've got some glitching under here as well, I just noticed that. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty more glitching, and there's plenty of trees under the sea. It's quite pretty over here with these different changing trees over here in Europe, but trying to find somewhere to settle down to do a thumbnail from. I think the best we can do is this pointless suspension bridge. Oh, please help me, somebody. Okay, aesthetically, it could actually be uglier. It could. I've seen uglier maps. Not many. I'm going to give it a 2nd star for aesthetics, but only just gets that 2nd star. Detailing. Normally I'd give a mark up for the water flow, but I'm not going to on this one. I'm going to include that in gameplay. The detailing is awful, and it does look like it's been put together in an hour. 1 star for detail. Gameplay potential. Look, yes, you can build a city on it. Yes, everything's in place, and yes, there is water flow, but I can't go any higher than 2 stars for gameplay. Mother Russia with European Connection plus Alaska by Z. And that, I'm sorry it wasn't the world's best map, but we've had a bumper week this week. We've got to throw in the odd turkey, haven't we? And yeah, I appreciate all the comments that Zed has put onto his description. Thanks anyway, Zed. It was fun to have a look at, and I hope you get a few subscribers. Well, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Join me on Monday for a new Waltz map, and there's probably something tomorrow as well. I can't remember what I'm doing tomorrow. Skylines Talk is coming soon, and join me on Patreon just for a laugh. Become one of BonBon's bonbons, and I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching.